Hi and welcome to Quick Tips, a series of short clips to help your wedding go smoother. Welcome back. In the last episode we looked at some of the paperwork associated with getting married in Australia, focusing on the Notice of Intended Marriage. We found about you and your partner, your background, your parents, and if you or your partner had been married before. As we move into this next page, it does become a little bit more technical. The large box at the top of the page asks the couple that want to get married if they are related to each other, and if so, how are they related? Please contact me directly and I'm happy to go through the Australian legal definition of that question. Now's the time to sign in front of a witness. If you're in Australia, it can be witnessed by an authorised celebrant, such as myself. It's usually the one that will officiate the wedding. It can be witnessed by a Commissioner for Declarations under the Statutory Declarations Act, a Justice of the Peace, a barrister or a solicitor, a legally qualified medical practitioner, or a member of a state, territory or Australian Federal Police Force. If you're signing overseas and outside Australian territory, it must be witnessed by one of the following: an Australian consular officer, an Australian diplomatic officer, a notary public, certain employees of the Commonwealth of Australia, and an employee of the Australian Trade Commission authorised under paragraph 3 of the Consular Fees Act. There are 3 ways to ensure that your nom can get to the celebrant. 1. Hand it direct to your celebrant. 2. Send a signed copy, or the signed original I should say, in a registered post envelope. And 3. Sign and scan the form, send it via email, and then bring the original documents to the ceremony. The celebrant should complete this last section. It indicates when this NOIM was received by the celebrant, what marriage rites will be used, where and when the marriage will take place. Now comes to the more important parts. Proof of identity. If you're an Australian citizen or a permanent resident, you should provide a birth certificate, and if that birth certificate is not in English, you will need an authorised translation. You will also need at least one out of the following: an Australian or foreign passport, a current driver's licence with photograph, a current proof of age card or an evidence of age card with photo and serial number, or a current identification card displaying the card holder's photograph. If you've been married before, we will need evidence of death or dissolution of the most recent marriage. In other words, a death certificate or divorce papers. Whatever form of identification you provide, the marriage celebrant must actually cite the originals before they can officiate the ceremony. If you are not an Australian and you're coming here overseas to get married, you will only need your passport, the original NOIM document that was scanned and sent via email, and evidence of death or divorce papers if you've been married before. It's as simple as that. Just a quick tip within a quick tip: don't hang on to your NOIM until the last possible moment. Remember, there is a waiting period of at least 1 month, and that time starts once the celebrant is in possession of it. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please visit my website www.emc.wedding, and as I've said before, that's the full address. There are no .coms or .anything, just www.emc.wedding. As you can see, my Facebook and email address are also at the bottom of the screen. Thanks for watching. For other quick tips, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, congratulations on taking the first step of your journey into marriage. I'm Steve King, an Equality Marriage Celebrant. Catch you next time.